That's what I'm saying. You have to do more. If you had a wife, she'd be doing a lot.
Why don't you ask me what I meant by single father? Do that. Just like when single mothers say they're single mothers, what do they mean by it? They mean different things. Some of them could mean, oh, I'm just single being a mom. But the dad is there. Y'all so quick to jump in. Just wait. I ain't said shit. So just let me speak. Jesus Christ. This is the person that's going to sit up there, an entrepreneur. That's a new word they done taught niggas. And now every nigga going to be one, but all it is going to sit around and be on the fucking internet. I'm going to be on the internet all day. Just
like you, man.
Ma'am, let me tell you what I'm called. This thing called a psychologist. Ma'am.
Ooh.
Huh? Oh, just say, bitch, ma'am. Now let me speak. Please shut the fuck up and let somebody else speak. You've been yelling this shit all damn day.
Last week on Ladies First.
I'm going to ask you a question, Lexi, real quick.
Okay.
Do you think he's? I want to take it out of Weston because this is a mess. Do you think I'm going to put it on Chazzy? Do you think that?
Hey, somebody go tell Fatty that I'm over here reacting to his podcast right now. If y'all know Fatty, because I think Fatty is part of the Bag Chasers too. Telling them that I'm reacting to his video to his podcast right now.
Literally saying, I'm going to hire a nanny instead of actually, if you have the ability to take care of your kids. Do you think that's selfish or do you think they're selfless? Please go ahead and explain to me how is that make sense? How does that make sense? A woman putting a kid on this planet and instead of taking care of their motherfucking bread, that is the biggest motherfucking gift that she could put on this planet. She decided to go and be an entrepreneur. Tell me.
Okay.
And Chelsea, don't worry. I'll let you
I'll let you said before you interrupted me, right? Because you've been saying a lot about interrupting, and you interrupt a lot too, Mr. Fat.
I know.
A lot too. So let's really get down to it, okay? What I'm gonna say is that, like I said, if I have a nanny, I have the ability. If I'm up all night, every night, 3 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock in the morning with a crying baby, you think I'm gonna be the best wife to you? Do you think I'm gonna be the best mother to my other
Absolutely
children?
not. Yes, you are.
So,
yes, you are.
There's nothing wrong with having help. There's nothing wrong with having help.
So you are going to stay with
it. There's nothing wrong with having help. You're trying to cut me off. You asked me a question.
No, because Chazzy, that's ridiculous. If I am a CEO, so listen. Stop. And Lexi, intervene because I want you to get an opinion on this and then tell me. If I am a CEO of an S&P 500 company and I make $27 million per year, right? But I have to work 16 hours. I can be the best dad. That's impossible because the best dads mix both. One second, let me finish.
I'm just asking, do you have kids? Yes or no?
One second, let me finish. I don't have to go to the moon to tell you what the moon is. That's irrelevant.
I'm just asking if you have kids.
I don't have to be an astronaut. I don't have kids, but I don't have to be an astronaut to go to the moon and say, I know what the moon is. I don't need to go there. Okay? So this is what we're going to do. The best fathers, right, do both. They are one second, my opinion.
Yeah.
They do both. They are providers, which means they cover the financial ground first, and they still have time to spend quality time with their son, taking them to basketball practice and all that shit. If you are going to stop, 1 second, I'm going to pass you the microphone. If you're going to be a boss, babe, you are not.
You know why dads love being dads? Real talk. You know why dads love being dads? Because they do the fun stuff. You get to do the fun stuff. You don't get to.
No, she wrong. She 100% wrong. 1000% wrong. Yes, do men love being fathers? Yes, absolutely. But when it's time to lay the motherfucking hammer down, that hammer gets laid the fuck down. Because guess what? They are structured. They understand that everything is not going. See, here's one thing that a lot of people don't understand, and I think this is a huge problem when it comes to raising kids too. When it comes to men and women. Men tend to be a little bit more grounded. They tend to be a little bit more grounded when it comes to situations because we don't have to yell all the time. We don't have to constantly say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fucking times to stop doing certain things. Like, hey, you better sit the fuck down. That's the last time I'm gonna tell you. You get the fuck up again. It's belt to ass. You sit the fuck down, shut up, be quiet, whatever. Of course, we don't tell the kid to shut up, but tell them sit your butt down, close your mouth, and be quiet. I don't want to hear it again. Now, sometimes there are days you just a little bit lax. You're like, you know what? It is what it is. But for the most part, it's sit your little happy butt down. I don't want to hear you. We're going to do X. We're going to do this, that, and the third. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, ABC. That's why when most men, when they do babysit, they let their kids rock out, but they let them do it in controlled environments. It's like, listen, you can have fun, do your thing, but I need you to stay in certain areas. I need you to stay here and here. Don't go past here. I need you to be everywhere where I can fucking see you. If you go anywhere outside this line, if you pass this box, if you pass that line in that box, I got to reel you back the fuck in because I need to see you in the area. So as long as you playing in the area, you straight. You ain't bothering nobody. All I need you to do is just have an inside voice. Don't be screaming. Don't be making random ass crazy ass noises. I'm going to tell you to be quiet. Don't be hitting. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't be throwing shit. Don't be breaking shit. Sit the fuck down and play. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. The shit that she's talking about, yeah, I'm not saying that it's not hard. I'm not saying that at all. But the reason why it seems to be a little bit easier for the fathers is because they have shit in order. They got things in order. Certain things are a little bit more structured. It's not as chaotic. It's not as chaotic. So when you see your kids come home, because a lot of times men, they're like kids too. So they can have fun. They're able to jump around and play with the kids and shit like that. And then tire the kids out, so they kicking it. So you can rest up. But you ain't gonna play with the kids though. You ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna jump around and pick the kid up and nothing like that. You ain't gonna jump and all. You ain't gonna play fucking wrestling with the kids. You ain't gonna take your kid and flip them upside down and shake them like they got fucking change in their pocket. Like, hey, little nigga. You ain't gonna do that. Now, mind you, some of y'all probably need to get in the gym and get a little bit stronger so you can do it, but that's neither here nor there. That's a different conversation. But but you get my point though. Which is why the statistics are the statistics. When you see single women with their kids, they tend to be degenerates versus the men who raise their children. They tend not to be degenerates. They tend to be contributing members to society. Just saying.
With the kids while they're having their temper tantrums, and when they fall and they cry and they only want their mommy. Do you know that like a child will literally see their dad right there and still go to mommy every time? And why is that always
the reason they go to mommy for the most time? Because guess what? Because guess what? What does mommy do? Mommy negotiates with y'all. You can play 50-50 with mommy. It just depends on how mommy feels that day. If mommy's feeling great, mommy gonna say yes. Mommy's gonna say, yeah, you know what? You can have that. I'm feeling nice today. Mommy might be feeling bad because she yelled at you a couple days ago. Therefore, guess what she gonna do? She gonna say yes because she felt a little bad because she yelled at you. So she gonna feel. But daddy can be in the best fucking mood all day. Everything was going right for daddy today. Guess what daddy gonna say? Nope. Did you eat dinner? No, you ain't getting no snacks. And say it with a smile on his face. Daddy, what's up, baby girl? Can I have a snack? Did you eat dinner? No. It's a no for me, dog. And we gonna keep it pushing. And we gonna say, it's a no for me. But why not? I just told you. Because you ain't have dinner. So you need to go have dinner. You're not gonna just eat snacks. Simple as that. Love you. Keep it pushing. And the fathers aren't gonna go back on the word, you know what? I probably shouldn't have told her no, or you know what I'm saying? I'm probably just, you know what, baby girl, come here, you know you can have a snack. Nah, I said what I said. No, you ain't have dinner. And then after you eat dinner, because once you eat dinner, you shouldn't want a snack because you'll be full from dinner. So you wouldn't even be thinking about a snack. All you want to do is sit down and chill at this point. You see what I'm saying? Nice, balanced meal. That's what you need. Or we can be angry. No, you ain't getting a goddamn thing because I didn't like your goddamn attitude today. So no, you ain't getting nothing. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't look at it. Don't even look my goddamn way. No, you ain't getting nothing today. Don't ask. You finna go all day today with no snaps because you think you run shit in this household, and guess what? You don't run the motherfucking thing but your legs and your mouth. So guess what? I can show you better than I can tell you. You get nothing.
Fun because we play with dad and we do this with dad, and dad is cool. And why is mom bad? Because she's the one that's actually doing the hard nitty.
They definitely be alive.
After you're gonna go play a tickle fight, tuck them in, and go about your business. You don't sit there all day with them. So don't act like, oh, it's an easy job. Anybody could do it. No.
But she's not a father. So
yourself.
You not a father.
Why do you think there's not a lot of single dads?
You need to fix your microphone.
Listen, single dads be out here.
Oh my! Do you want? What's essence? Do you want to date that man? Do you want to kiss him? Do you want this? Tell me, essence. Do you want to date with that man?
No.
Is 1 second, essence. Is that man on my channel right now?
You guys need to put things in context.
We are not going to do what you want. He's doing as like a feedback on the back. Essence, I know you want to make this about you. I already give you the chance. It's not about you. Now it's about Chelsea and his trifling ways because she wants to a nanny to take care of my kid, and I'm not standing for that. Okay? So we're going to relax.
You aren't. Because that's listen. Listen,
just lower a little bit.
That's what listen. A lot of the fuck, and I'm not even trying to be like, oh, the white people. They can afford those luxuries. So guess what? They have those luxuries. If I can afford a private chef, guess what? I might get that too. Cause why not? When I can afford my maid, guess what? I'm gonna do that too.
Why?
So that I can have as easy as a life that I want, so that I can focus on bigger and better.
Why the fuck would you do that? So now your kid ain't gonna know you. Your kid don't understand you. When you try to relate to your kid, you ain't gonna be able to relate to your kid because you don't know your kid. You don't understand your kid, and your kid is still gonna end up like a fucking degenerate. Because your kid is gonna be seeking your love and gonna be seeking for you, but they can't. They're gonna find it through somebody else. They're gonna find it through an addiction. They're gonna go find it through another boyfriend or a girlfriend. Whatever the case may be, they're gonna try to find it because you too busy. You want to level up. You don't know how to balance life. You don't need no fucking maid. You just need to learn to have better structure in your life. You need to stop having a less chaotic life. Get you a fucking calendar so that way you know how to spend time with your kids. You know what days I got these days where we can kick it, where we can grind it out. But when I'm in this time, when I'm in this mode, that mommy, daddy, we in this mode. But when we with the kids, we with the fucking kids. We ain't doing nothing. We ain't got phones out. We ain't got laptops out. We ain't got nothing. We spending time with the children. Heck is she talking about? And I know, and I guarantee you she ain't no goddamn entrepreneur. Not with them dreads.
Better things. And allocate my time correctly. You know what a true businessman does? Once he gets to a certain level and starts making a certain amount of money, he delegates. You need to delegate so that you can properly do what you're supposed to do.
Are you a man?
You're supposed to advance to.
Are you a man?
Why does that matter?
What the hell are you talking about? Like what the hell are you
talking about?
You are not a man. Why you want you are talking like you are a man? You are not a man.
I'm talking like I'm a man.
Yes, you say
that's the same as you being offended because she said.
That right there. Listen, you know what, Snow? That right there, that mindset that she has is exactly why a lot of them. Now, mind you, first and foremost, she's still talking as if white people are the richest motherfuckers out here. They aren't. They aren't. They aren't that. But for some reason, they still point the finger at them as if they still got it all. No, they don't. You know what? Let me see. You know what? We got to look up the facts. Because I want to make sure I don't misspeak. Asian Americans are the richest demographic of people. Asians are the richest demographic. So why you keep talking about white people? Why you keep talking about white people? So when you look at race and ethnicity, so population. Oh my God, this is fucking, oh my goodness, this is crazy. I don't even want to say this number. Asian American. So look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go down a list, right? I'm gonna go down the population per ethnicity. I'm going down the population, all right? So stick with me on this. Asian Americans, 19 million. I'm not gonna say the whole. I'm just gonna say the first number. 19 million. 19 million. Their median household income is $99,572. That's the median household. That's the median income. White people, population, 202 million. 202 million white people in America. Guess what their median household is? Median household income is $74,000. That's the median household. Native Hawaiian and or other Pacific Islanders, 612,000 population. Their median income is $69,000, well, basically $70,000. $70,000 a year, median income. Non-white Hispanic, 23 million. Well, let's just say 24. Let's just round up. 24 million. Their median household income is $57,671. American Indian and Alaska Native, 3 million. 3.2 million. Their median household income is $53,000. And guess who sits at the bottom? Black Americans. 40 million. 40 million Black Americans. They sitting at $46,000. Let's just say round up. $47,000 a year as a median income. $47,000. They at the bottom. They at the bottom. That's crazy. So it ain't the white people that's up there. They number two. But based off of, but when you look at the amount of people that they have, 202 million, that would make sense. But however, even though they are at 202 million, Asians are still in the lead with 19 million, and they are doubling. They're doubling what white people are making. They're making, their median is 99,000. That's the low end, dog. That's the low end. This is a fact proven we have more Black millionaires than white millionaires. Well, let's fact check it. Let's fact check it. Let's see. Let's fact check it. Nope. 76% of U.S. millionaires are white, while 8% are Black. But again, that's just due to numbers. Because, like I said, when you compare the two, like I just did, you got 202 million white people versus 41,000 Black people. So that number, it makes sense. You know what I mean? So that it only makes sense because you got to factor in the number. So, but no, that's definitely not a fact.
because you thought you said you were gay.
I
What's the
didn't
difference?
call. No, I didn't
You're
call
calling
you.
me a man. Don't be disrespectful. I'm clearly a woman.
No, Shazzy, Wilson, and don't do that Misty the sisterhood sprinkle shit. Don't do that shit.
No, but that was disrespectful.
No, Shazzy, I don't want to offend you because it's not an offense.
But why are you asking me if I'm a man? Why don't you say, "Oh, are you dominant?"
Listen, please.
That was offensive. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, please. We have a lot of this strong and independent boss babe talk. There's men talk. They're talking like men. It's not personalized to you.
So
it's a woman are talking. I don't listen carefully. I don't want to take care of my kid all day. I want a nanny. I want a chef. I want to build my company. I'm going to have my kid at 38.
Who said anything about building a company? When did I say that?
Please, 1 second, please.
You're putting words in my mouth, though. It's false.
Okay, so I'm wrong because this is amazing.
Never said who said, "Oh, I want to build a company." That never came out my mouth.
Lady, is a figure of speech. What do you want to do with your time? Where do you want to work?
I am going to be an entrepreneur, working for myself, doing content and stuff like that.
So you're going to build a company, LLC. What do you think?
I am my company. What? I'm my company. I'm an entertainer.
Oh my fucking
I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm an
entertainer. Are you serious? What does
I'm not trying to be a Fortune 500.
Lady, what's
the topic for today?
Oh my fucking God, bro. One second. What does LLC means? Do you know?
I do. Do you know what?
No. Let's stop there. What does it mean? Can you tell to the public what an LLC means?
Limited liability.
Liability.
Yeah.
What?
Corporation.
What is the last? Company.
Corporation company. Okay.
So you are going to have a company so you can be an entrepreneur. Or are you going
Why
to
is
sell?
that such a bad thing, though? Why is that a crime?
I didn't say it was a bad thing. I said that
you're acting like it is, though. Your head is blowing off your body.
You know what's funny? I give up. Lexi.
I'm so confused.
No, you sound confused. Lexi smiling and laughing. Tommy, go ahead.
She's laughing at you.
You said, who told you that I want to build a company?
I don't know what's going on.
But you're putting words in my mouth.
Y'all, like, there's so much going on. Y'all not letting nobody talk. Can she talk and then
No. Lexi, you literally forgot what you were saying.
Talk. Now you can't talk. Lexi.
You forgot what you were saying. I said,
Lexi, you don't like your opinion. You can't talk.
What's happening?
Lexi said, I forgot what I was saying. And
what
is
the topic?
Just I don't know what's happening with your internet.
Oof,
you are having issues. Okay, let me go to Tony. There's ghetto. I don't know about that. Being Tommy and Asia, and then we open the panel to everybody, and now you can fight me. After that,
okay, what's going on? Tell me what's going on, because I had to take a breather.
I don't know what the person is talking about. Lexi, you just let Tommy and Asia go. I'll read the super chats, and then we can fight each other for the next hour and leave this place, because this is amazing. And Shazzy, I actually like you. What you're saying is awesome. So thank you for actually being.
I actually dislike you so much, but thank you.
No, it's fine. But that's the thing. That's the woman that are easier to fuck. The woman that don't like me. So Lexi, go ahead and be quiet. Let me pass it from Tommy Sotomayor and to Asia, and then you go from there. Go ahead, Missy. Nobody's listening. You are muted. Go ahead, Tommy. You got it.
Okay. What's the question?
There's no question. Wait a second. Go ahead, Tommy. You got it.
Is my mic better or is it worse?
Now it's perfect.
Okay. Someone asked you if you had any kids. The loaded question they asked, which is no problem. But then turned around and tried to tell you what a man does and how a man is in parenting. So I found that odd because they're not a man. Second off, I'm a single father. And I know I do more than tickle fight and put him to bed. So to even have somebody be able to generalize.
Because you're a single father.
Oh, God.
You have to do more. That's what I'm saying. You have to do more. When you had a wife, she'd be doing a lot.
Why don't you ask me what I meant by single father? Do that. Just like when single mothers say they're single mothers, what do they mean by it? They mean different things. Some of them could mean, oh, I'm just single being a mom, but the dad is there. Y'all so quick to jump in. Just wait. I ain't said shit. So just let me speak. Jesus Christ. This is the person that's going to sit up there, an entrepreneur. That's a new word they done taught niggas. Now every nigga going to be one, but all it is going to sit around and be on the fucking internet. I'm going to be on the internet all day. I've seen everybody
just like you, man.
I'm not, yeah, ma'am. Let me tell you what I'm called. This thing called a psychologist. Ma'am.
Ooh,
bitch, ma'am. Now let me speak. Please shut the fuck up and let somebody else speak. You've been yelling this shit all damn day. Let somebody else speak.
One second.
So give him a second because
one second.
Hey, one thing about timing, bro. When he gonna go off the rails, he gonna go the fuck off the rails. He don't care.
One second.
I think he live out here in Arizona, bro. I gotta meet him, bro. I gotta meet Tommy Sotomayor, bro. I gotta meet him, bro.
One second. I'm here. 1 second. I control this. There's two things that we're not going to do.
No, that's a fact, Andre. Because low key they want you. So they're gonna try to throw all these disqualifiers out there at you. You know what I'm saying? To try to bring you down, but nah, when they understand that you standing on your square, you rocking now, guess what they're gonna be doing? Low key, they probably gonna hit you up. They're gonna hit you up offline. They're gonna hit you up on the IG or wherever. And man, see, I really don't appreciate. See, the thing is, I really do like what you were saying. It's just the fact. Excuse me. It's just the fact that I didn't like how you were saying it. You know what I'm saying? Because I really do agree with you. I do like with everything that you were saying. I really do agree. I just didn't really like the sentiment and how you were saying it and how you were talking to other people. Like, bruh, like, listen, shorty, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Like, with the way the fuck I said, ain't got shit to do with nothing. It ain't got shit to do with 2 cans of paint. So you can miss me with that. But nah, but I ain't gonna lie though, you cute though. Like you cute though. I really just like I said, I do agree with everything that you were saying. I just didn't like how you were saying it. But I mean, you said that you gonna say what you gonna say regardless. So I guess I can respect that. And like, yeah, I respect that. I appreciate you hitting me up. So what you got going on? What you doing? What you got? You know what I'm saying? What you got going on now? When the next time you gonna be in the city? When you stepping out, like, oh, I see what type of time you on. I see what you trying to do. You was feeling me because you ain't never had nobody talk to you the way that I talk to you. You ain't never had nobody keep it a buck with you. You ain't never had nobody stand against you. You ain't never had nobody go against the grain. You ain't never had nobody told you to shut the fuck up. Stop talking. You ain't never had that before, but now I just step in the door and I told you, hey man, shut the fuck up. You talking too much. Just be quiet for a second and listen and use your ears. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a fucking reason. So be quiet and listen and understand what the fuck I'm telling you. And hear me what I'm saying from a man's perspective. How about that? She's like, ooh, you done put me in my place, girl. Shit. You mean?
And interrupt. So please don't interrupt, and please don't name call. As the 2 things that I'm going to say, it's totally fine. No, Tommy, make your point. Shazzy,
he don't call me a nigga, a bitch. Like what?
I take responsibility for it, and I apologize for it.
No, nigga.
Well, listen, I take accountability for it, and I apologize for it, ladies. But again, please don't interrupt. I take accountability for it. I'm sorry. Let's keep going. Go ahead, Tom. You
saying the word nigga is calling them a nigga when I'm speaking of blacks. That's cool. The point behind it is we're sitting here having a conversation, but it's not a conversation. Nobody's saying, let me see where you're coming from. Why do you feel that way? And that is sad because people will talk to people they do not know and will not try to understand where they're coming from. Like the woman who said she was married for 25 years.
Listen, all right, I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna play the rest of it, but I just gotta say it. Dog, do y'all understand that? No, I'm just gonna let it play.
Why did she get
I'll talk about that.
How did she get there? That would be nice if people spoke to each other that way. When it comes to relationships, when somebody stayed in there and said, and this is what's hard to me about watching conversations with women, because they will personalize and then generalize in the same conversation. But if you generalize them, then they'll get mad. Let me explain. You ask the woman, is that okay? Or don't you think that's messed up if a man were to marry a woman and then leave that woman after 25 years and her kids, or whatever, she gets her pregnant? He just leaves because he's changed. The woman said to you, yeah, happens all the time. We know when we're having a conversation, if somebody said, is it okay for a man to slap the shit out of a woman he don't know? Nobody would sit up there and say, yeah, happens all the time. If we said, is it okay to rape a child? Nobody would say, yeah, happens all the time. It's a silly thing to do, but in order to not address the question, somebody will say something that they completely don't mean. When you're talking to someone, one of the baseline things you can do is find out what their honesty level is. The honesty level here is really sad because people are just saying things that in one sentence it fits, but it's not consistent in the next sentence, just to make you wrong in that first sentence they said. When it comes to talking about a relationship and these people saying, oh, I'd get me a nanny. Oh, I'd get me a this. The next question has to be, well, what are you doing to have that?
That sponsor.
When you had said something about a man, the person trying to be a man, the reason you said it was because the person kept saying, men do this, men do this. So he wasn't calling you a man. He was just saying, you're saying what men do. So are you trying to be that? Because you kept saying men do this, men do this. If I kept saying women do this, somebody might say, are you trying to be a woman? Are you competing with them? When you're having a conversation, if y'all were just trying to be honest with each other, hear each other out, ask a question. And if you're talking, if that person says, well, why do you believe that? They're not interrupting, because you can't just keep going on. Like when the man says he was wrong when he said it was 1%. It's actually 8%, but it's still a small percent. But it doesn't mean that someone can't be it. So if y'all could have a conversation like that saying, yes, it's a small percent, but you can't tell me that I can't reach for that goal either. Then maybe y'all can start to find the middle ground. When we're talking about relationships, and I'll leave it here. When Black folks are talking about relationships, we tend to hear it from the woman's point of view all the time. The most inconsistent group. And then when men started talking about it, they started calling men, like what they said, the fatty. Well, you hate women. We never said that women hate men because they talk about what they're looking for and what they need in a relationship.
Yep.
Again, not trying to hear each other. People who are in pain will talk like they're in pain. They will talk like they're hurt. They will talk like they're sad, because they typically are. Her being out of that marriage, she probably maybe has some regrets. She may have some feelings of liberation. You never know. But it's going to color how she speaks about relationships, about marriages.
Yep.
And each of these people speaking are speaking from their colored past. You have one that's 25 with a child. That's a color right there. So I'm trying to get y'all just to please do this. Listen to each other and have a little bit of empathy of where they may be coming from to try and understand them.
I agree 100%. What Thomas Sotomayor just said. I agree 1000%. Because when people get triggered, all they want to do, they just want to listen. They want to overtalk you. They want to listen to respond. They don't listen to understand. They don't want to understand the full concept of what other people are going through, regardless if you disagree with them or not. First, let them get their shit off. Actually listen. Listen to what the fuck that they're saying, and then you can ask qualifiers. You can ask questions like, okay, well, share. You say you was doing this, that, and the third, but what about this? Oh, okay, so what happened here? What happened in this situation? You can get to the root of things by asking fucking questions and letting that person talk, because guess what? The person that talked the most, guess what? They gonna reveal themselves. They gonna reveal who they truly are. How many times have we seen on platforms where, especially I watch a lot of different platforms, you know, with different podcasts and shit, and on different panels where at one point it was Lapeef, then you got panels like whatever podcast, and you got the Q show, and you got After Hours, all these different panels that we watch. You look at it, and then you got new people that come up on there. You know, they show them when they first start, they show them they acting like legit. They got women on there. They act legit. They act like they're so submissive. They act as if they're so friendly. They act as if, you know, they just the best thing since sliced bread. But as soon as you hit that one trigger button, it goes the fuck off. And next thing you know, they show a whole side that you weren't even expecting. You say, that's the real you. That person right there that keeps talking, that's the real you. Now I know who you are. You came on here at first, you was a chameleon. You was out here fronting. You would think you was up here acting like you was a real feminist, like you was the one that really understood what men were going through. The things that men were saying, you're like, oh, I do agree with that. I do agree with it. Because you was just trying to feel everything out, see who is who, what is what. But as soon as they said that one thing that triggered you, boom, the switch flipped on. It's like, I know who you are. And it goes the same thing with some men too. They come on that bitch, everything is cool. They talking that talk. You know, it's all, yeah, bro. You know, we out here grinding, we out here leveling up, we out here getting to the money, bro. Like, I ain't with all the stupid shit, bro. Like, I ain't with all that ghetto shit, cause see me, I'm trying to level the fuck up. You know, I'm trying to get to a bag type shit. You know, I'm trying to get there. You know what I mean? So I ain't got time for all that shit. But as soon as you say some triggering shit to a nigga, man, fuck that shit, nigga. You keep talking that shit, nigga. I swear to God, nigga, you can fly to my spot right now, bro. I swear we'll squab that bitch up. Nigga, I thought you went on that. Thought you was about getting money, big dog. What happened? Why you let them get you out your square, homie? Why you let them get you out your square like that? Nah, because that's really you. You real deal ratchet like that. That's you. That nigga that just popped out right there, that's you every day. That's the real you. You the dusty, homie. You the dusty. Get the Swiffer mop. Get his ass up out of here. Get the Swiffer mop. Get his ass up out of here. He was out here lying. And so that's what I'm saying. And so therefore, that's why a lot of times it's hard to have conversation with people who don't know how to just sit back and just fucking listen. Listen with active ears. Intent. Listen with intent. Not the intent to fucking respond, but the intent to actually hear them out and understand where they're coming from. And then regardless if you disagree or not, just sit back and listen to them intently. It's like, okay, I see what they say here, but that don't make sense because you just said that. So wait a minute. You just said this a few seconds ago, but now you're saying this. Which one is it? How did you come to this point when you said this earlier? Oh, was it? Well, it wasn't this. And next thing you know, they start fumbling like, got your ass. You lying. Got your ass. You lying. A real talk. So that's how it is, bro. A lot of people just need to learn to listen. They need to stop being so quick to get triggered and getting so offended. Just have a conversation, dog. Yeah, you may have made mistakes in your life. You made wrong decisions in your life. It is what it is. You live with it. You want to gotta live with that shit. Ain't no reason to sit there trying to make excuses about it. If you know that you chose the wrong nigga, just admit, like, yeah, man, I chose the wrong dude, man. I fucked up. I chose the wrong man. That was on me. Don't come back with him, man. But some men be out here. Yeah, we know that already. But guess what? In your situation, you chose the wrong nigga. You knew exactly who that man was before you laid down with him. But you still decided to lay down with him. You still decided to. Same thing as a man. Dog, you knew that bitch was crazy. You knew that bitch was schizophrenic. You knew she was a porn star. You knew she was that chick. And then all of a sudden you want to talk about how crazy she is. Nah, nigga. She reeled you in with the box. You got pee whipped, and all of a sudden, Now when her true colors come out and she's showing you who she truly is, and all of a sudden she crazy. Nigga, she was showing that shit way before. She was telling you who she was. You just were listening because you was mesmerized by the box. Come on, dog. Come on, family. Come on, family. Come on, family. Andre, would you say I am building my crypto bag, building my rental portfolio, building massive income streams? Hey, let's get it, bro. Let's get it. That's what I like to hear. That is what I like to hear. Listen, so I haven't necessarily dove into crypto just yet because I'm still in the stock market. I'm still in the stocks. You know, all of my money, I got a portion of my check going into my stock accounts. So I'm building my leverage that way, building my money that way with the 401ks, the Roth IRAs, you know, the stock portfolios, all of that. And then once I get to this even bigger bag, then I'm going to move over to my rentals. Because the rentals here, because here's the thing. When it comes to the rentals, I'm going to get there. There's always going to be homes. There's always going to be homes. There's always going to be somebody selling, always going to be somebody buying, always going to be somebody building, and there's always going to be land. So I don't necessarily have to jump on. I don't have to jump on it right now. I don't have to jump on properties or anything right now, but that definitely will be one because this thing right here that I'm in right now, this is my crib, right? So eventually I'm going to rent this property out, but you know, so that's going to be to a certain point. Once I hit a certain threshold, then I'll be able to do that. Rent this joint out. And then, you know, move into a different spot. But, you know, like I said, once I hit a certain financial threshold, then I'll be able to do the things I need to do on that spectrum. So this would actually be the first actual rental property that I'll have. So that's one thing. Next one. But the next one, yeah, I definitely want to get into more crypto though. Because I know that it is changing, it's coming. I know there are some states they're actually using that shit. So gonna have to get in on it. But yeah, man. Yeah, we all about stacking bread. You know, that's one of the things about joining the Patreon as well, you know, and joining the Discord. You know, people like yourself, you know shit like that. You know the cryptos and stuff, you know, be able to teach other people who may not know, right? So that's one of the reasons why I want to build a community, because it's about earn, not giving. But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, man. Make sure I hit that bell notification